Welcome, students and parents. This is the Oakside Prep Parent Orientation video for the high school and middle school dress code and behavior expectations. I am the 712 principal, Mr. Holtzclaw, and I'm going to walk you through this part of our parent orientation. Start off with the agenda for this presentation. We will discuss our Oakside Prep expectations and mission, middle school, high school dress code, behavior expectations, cell phone policy, and the pizza day for middle and high school. I want to reiterate that we appreciate all of our parents, families, and students who come to Oakside Prep. And we realize that this is a unique opportunity for everyone. We also want to acknowledge that coming to Oakside Prep is a choice, and that choice has some expectations that come along with it. We are a college prep school, and the rules and expectations that we have reflect that mission. We hope that all of our students and parents realize that as we enter into a new school year and as we prepare for great things to come. Parents, you'll see these dress code posters, and students will see them in every room in the high school and the middle school. They are also posted in public places as well to remind everybody of what the dress code expectations are. Let's go through these a little more closely. Uniform tops. All shirts must be short or long sleeved, and they could be any color as long as they're a solid color polo. Solid color sweaters, fleeces, and hoodies without any pictures or writing on them are acceptable. The exception for writing is if it is a brand name. If your hoodie has the name Nike on it or Under Armour, those brand names are acceptable. Cartoon characters, places that you visited, the local camp, stores, if those are on those hoodies, those are not acceptable. Any college t-shirt, sweater, or hoodie. So if you have a Michigan State, Oakland University, really any college t-shirt, sweater, or hoodie is acceptable. And any Oakside prep gear, t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweaters, hoodies, those are all acceptable if they are Oakside spirit gear. If you're a freshman, you should have a couple of these already. If you're part of early college, you might have some. If you're a part of our athletic programs, you may have some of these items. If you participated in our school fundraisers, there's lots of opportunities to get Oakside gear that allow you to wear something other than a collared shirt. All hoods on hoodies must remain down at all times during the school day from 7:30 to 3:45. Uniform bottoms. Khaki, tan, navy, black, or gray shorts, dress pants, or skirts are allowed. Students are not allowed to wear sweatpants, jeggings, jeans, leggings, soccer joggers, yoga pants, or pajama pants on regular dress school days. So you're looking at examples now on the screen. Those are soccer joggers. Not allowed to wear those. Those right there, those are leggings and yoga pants. You cannot wear these items as a student. So please, let's work together. This doesn't need to be an issue. We do have a dress code. It is not a uniform. It is a dress code, just like every other high school in America that has a dress code. Ours might be a little stricter than others, but our goal is to prepare your child for the adult world and the business world and the college world. And pretty much everywhere you work has some form of a dress code. Dress down days. On dress down days, clothing items may be allowed, but there are some restrictions. For example, jeans on dress down days are acceptable, but jeans cannot have holes in them above the knees. So if you have thigh holes, if your jeans are, all shredded up from top to bottom, you will have to wear some form of legging or something underneath to cover up those holes. It is not acceptable for you to wear holey stuff all over the place on dress down days. Shorts and skirts need to be a reasonable length, close to the fingertips. No see through anything is ever allowed on any dress down day. Dress down days are scheduled, parents, and they are announced. They are on the school calendar. You can find this information on our brand new School Connect app, which you can download for free in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. It is free. It'll connect directly to your parent portal, and it will give you all the information and updates that we have here at the school. So please take advantage of that. It's going to be a great way for us to communicate back and forth. Dress down passes can be earned by students for academic performance, task completion, participation, and through our PBIS or positive behavior incentive system each and every week. Spirit Week dress will be described in the School Connect app, and students will be given information as to what they are allowed to wear on those Spirit days. Uniform shoes, closed-toed shoes must be worn at school. That's the key word there, closed-toed shoes. So sneakers, dress shoes, closed-toed shoes. Slides, sandals, open-toed footwear, and footwear with no backing. So no backstrap. If they don't have a backstrap, if they don't have a heel, um, they are not allowed. And this is a clear safety violation. And just so, because a lot of people are wondering about this, the reason why this is an issue is because if there were some emergency, God forbid, and your student had to get out of a location quickly, a shoe with no backing on it often slides out, causes them to trip, fall, and creates other problems. And that's why it is a safety issue. So that is why slides, sandals, open toed footwear, and footwear with no back are not allowed. So this would include house shoes that don't have a back, slippers, all of that. They don't have a back on them. It's a no no. Uniform headwear accessories, no hats, no bonnets, no do-rags, no bandanas, no scarves for unreligious reasons are allowed at school. And of course, hoods on hoodies must be kept down at all times. Dress code violation procedures. So we want to explain this so that everybody understands and we're all on the same page. Um, when a student is in a dress code violation, we are telling the staff to question the student about the violation and attempt to help them by connecting them with our family student liaison, who has the ability to provide some dress code assistance, or by calling home and asking parents to bring a change of clothes. If the student refuses, the parent refuses, or cannot help, the student will be asked to have their parent come pick them up and return when they are in dress code. Refusal to pick up your student will result in further school discipline and a letter from NHA Parent Relations. Parents, I understand that this is an inconvenience. However, these are our school expectations. They are reasonable. You know about them ahead of time. You need to make sure that whoever drops your student off in the morning has a clear view of what they're wearing and knows what our expectations are and can make sure that that student does not step out of that car unless they are in dress code. Because we are going to hold them accountable, just like we would for grades or anything else. And that's an important lesson for us all to learn and to be mindful of. Continued dress code infractions will result in school discipline, which will eventually result in suspensions and possible expulsion for persistent disobedience. Let's talk a little bit about behavior expectations, how we speak. When we are at school, in the parking lot, at sporting events, we want to make sure there are clear expectations and everybody understands, and these apply to both staff, students, and parents and family adults. There will be no swearing anywhere in the building. It is wholly unacceptable. We do not want to hear students swear, we do not want to hear staff swear, and we do not want to hear parents swear. That includes in the gym during a game. That includes when you're upset in the office. That includes out in the parking lot when somebody cuts you off. No swearing anywhere in the building or on school property at any time. It's just important. It's about showing respect for each other. No racial slurs anywhere in the building, regardless of who you are talking to at any time. It doesn't matter if they are the same ethnicity as you. Doesn't matter if they are the same gender. You name it, there's not an excuse that I will accept for racial slurs to be used in the building. It's not okay. No gender or sexual orientation slurs anywhere in the building. We're not going to have an issue with people making fun of someone's gender or sexual orientation. We're just not doing it. We're not going to use those words. It's not going to help anyone. It's not positive. It doesn't build anybody up. And we're not about that. What we do want people to do is we want people to speak life into each other. We want people to be positive. And if you can't be positive and you don't want to be negative, then be neutral. And by neutral, we simply mean like just keep it about what it is, about the facts, about the things that you know are true. Not your opinion, not how you feel. That's really what neutral is. But we want people to speak life into each other. We want Oakside Prep to be a beacon of light in a time that isn't always cheerful and full of life. So that includes parents as well, staff and students. If you do have a concern, I don't want you to be quiet. I want you to share your concern, but I want you to do it in a constructive tone and way. So when we speak about concerns, let's make sure that we're sharing it in a constructive tone and way. How we act, it's pretty straightforward. No fighting or horseplay. Horseplay and fighting, we view them very similarly. It's not about, oh, they're just being boys or, oh, they're just being kids. Nope, doesn't matter. There is no fighting and no horseplay. Okay? No hugging, no kissing, no sexual activity at school or after school activities. We're just not doing that. And I don't care if they're cousins. I don't care if they're family. There's no family hugging, kissing, sexual activity. There's no friends hugging, kissing, sexual activity. There's no boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. There's just none of it. We're not doing that at school. This is not the place. It's a public place. We don't need to be having those types of things happening in a public space. There's no stealing. There's no running in the hallways, the commons, or the classrooms. There's no yelling, shouting, arguing, or disrupting class. There's no bullying or trying to intimidate someone. And any violation of these expectations will result in school discipline based on the severity of the infraction. We are here to learn. We are here to provide opportunities for your student to excel and be the very best version of themselves that can possibly be. That is our goal. We do want students to participate in class, activities, and extracurriculars. We do want you to be on time. We do want you to be prepared for class, prepared to work, prepared with your supplies, and prepared with the proper mindset to come in and learn each and every day. We want your students to participate in class. We want your students to follow expectations. We want them to get involved in school activities and in the opportunities that we can provide. Let's talk about cell phone policies because there's a little bit of difference here between middle school and high school. Middle school students are not allowed to use cell phones during the school day unless otherwise specified by the administration. Middle school students must leave their phones in their lockers or with the teacher. They cannot carry them on their persons, and failure to adhere to this rule will result in their phone being confiscated by the staff until the end of the school day and a write-up being issued. Any cyberbullying, Instagram posting, Snapchatting, or other social media use that violates any person's rights or the school rules will result in school disciplinary action after an investigation. And let me make it very clear because we hear this a lot from students and even sometimes parents. That's my phone. That's my property. You can't take it. Au contraire, mon frere, that is not true. The school is fully within its legal rights to take your student's phone. They violate school rules and to keep it until the end of the day or until a parent comes to get it from the office. So let me be very clear. If I hear students or parents arguing this with my staff, that's going to be a problem. We absolutely have the right to take your child's phone. We absolutely have the right to keep it until the end of the day and then return it back to them or to you as parents when we deem fit. It is a part of our student handbook. It's been very clear rule. The Michigan State Supreme Court has been very clear about the school's power in this area. So we will not have any further discussion about whether or not we have the right to do it because we certainly do. High school students are allowed to use their cell phones during their lunch period. This is a privilege that we have afforded to our high school students, and they have been very responsible with it up to this point, and I don't see any reason not to continue this policy. High school students are not allowed to use their phones in classrooms, the hallway, during transitions, or in the bathrooms during the school day from 7:30 to 3:45, unless given permission by a dean or the principal. And exceptions may be made for educational purposes like Kahoot or games that are played in the classroom, but those will be things that will be approved and cleared by the deans before they occur in the rooms. If you need to contact your student, which definitely happens because things happen throughout your life, and we understand that, and we want to accommodate that, please call the main office at the phone number listed here on the screen and ask to speak to your child or leave a message with the office staff, and we will make sure that they get that information. If they are not allowed to text you or call you from the class, and any participation in such activity is a violation of school rules and will result in consequences. And again, the school is fully within its legal right to take your student's phone. They violate school rules and keep it until the end of the day or until a parent comes in to get it from the office. Any cyberbullying, Instagram posting, Snapchatting, or other social media use that violates any person's rights so the school rules result in school disciplinary action after an investigation. We always have investigations anytime there's a violation of one of these big policies that we have. So I can assure you that there will be a thorough process to see what happened, who was involved, and to what degree the infraction was. Any video recording or audio recording of staff or students without written consent from the legal adult and or the parties involved is strictly prohibited within the building. This is a violation of federal law if you do participate in videotaping someone, especially somebody who is under the age of consent. This violates HIPAA and FERPA law. Anyone caught participating in these activities will be subject to school discipline, which may result in suspension and even lead to expulsion, depending on the severity of the infraction. So, my hope is that what we can build here is a parent, student, school community that supports each other. And I would ask everyone to please support us and remind your student of the dangers of irresponsible online activity, dangerous chat groups, social media posts that are in poor taste, or video or audio recording that violates rules. It's just not a good idea. It doesn't create a great school experience for anyone. And we would encourage parents to support us in our efforts to help your student learn how to be responsible in the social media world, um, and to use these tools that they have at their fingertips nowadays more responsibly. Pizza days, currently pizza's still $1 on pizza days, and they take place one day each week. Um, the prices may change depending on how inflation has affected our fundraising. And you can listen to the phone messages on Sunday to find out what day pizza day will be, or you can check out School Connect and look at the calendar. It should be posted in the app there. And let me just take this last chance to remind you about our parent portal and our School Connect app. School Connect is a new app that you could download for free on the Apple Store or Google Play, and it works nicely alongside our parent portal. And to combined, these two applications are going to allow you to stay connected with our school. You'll have access to every event on the school calendar. You'll have access to updates. You'll have access to all the information that the school can provide. You can have forms that you need to fill out. You can now do online through the Connect app. You can pay for field trips and other things through the Connect app if that is available for those activities. You can contact teachers. You can check grades. You can follow along your students' progress 24 hours a day. Um, and it's just going to be a really great thing. So I would encourage you all to download School Connect as soon as possible. As a school, we are no longer using Class Dojo. School Connect is the way to go. So you need to make sure that you download School Connect onto your mobile device as soon as possible, especially as the school year is getting started. We already have events on the calendar and advertisements and information posted to School Connect. I hope that we have achieved a good understanding of our behavior expectations and dress code. If you have any further questions, you can always contact the school office and ask to speak with a dean or myself, Chris Holtzclaw, the principal. Have a great day, everyone.